Hey guys, it's Skipper here, and in the last episode we finished off this little guy here, running about pathfinding, and today we're going to have a look at this, the mining guy. One sec, the music's really loud. There we go. Right, I do like the music in this game. We're going to look at the mining turtle, and the mining turtle is obviously used for mining. So let's go down into my hastily constructed mine, building when I have so much amazing technology to distract me is not my strong point. So here we go, down in the mine. I've tried to record this episode once already, but the audio messed up, so here we go again. Right, here we go. Full screen, please, Minecraft, thank you. So, what are we going to do? Well, our goal for these mining turtles is to make them mine for us, basically, obviously. And we want a branched mine. We want these guys to make us a branched mine, eventually. So first, we're going to learn how to make it just mine in a straight line. And we're going to make a program we're going to call edit line miner. Oh, so creative. And we're going to use an argument. And the argument is what is typed after the thing. So if I type line miner space 5, the argument is going to be 5, the number 5. So if the argument is not equal to nil, so if there is nothing written there, then we're going to set the argument as a number. So the way we do that is we do, what do we want the number to be called? We want the number to be called length. Length of the mine is equal to number arg. So we're converting the argument into a number, and that number is called length. And what else do we need to begin with? We need a variable, so we can count. So we can count the length. A equals 1. So all of this is if there is something written as an argument. If there is not, then at the end we'll write a statement that says, in fact we'll do that now. So else print, which means it will write in the prompt, print missing variable. Duh. Right, so that's down there. So the length is the argument, and we start with the variable a equals 1. So what do we want to do? We want, while a is less than or equal to the length, do what do we want it to do? We want it to mine forwards. We want it to break the block in front of it, move into that space, and then break the block above it. Simple as that. We're going to start simple. So we want it to turtle dot dig, then turtle dot forward, then turtle dot dig, and we want to dig the block above it, so we just do turtle dot dig up. And then we want to a equals a plus 1. So a starts at 1, then it's 2, then it's 3, then it's 4, then it's 5, until we get to a is value of length, the argument we put in. So that is the end of that statement. So what it's going to do, within this tier, if the argument is not nothing, then it's going to set length as the argument, set a equal 1, and then within this tier it's going to do, while a less than or equal to length, it's going to dig, go forward, dig up, add 1 to a. Repeat until a is greater than length. And that's okay, that's what we want to do. Then it will stop. So end, and then else print missing variable. Duh. So that means that if there is no argument specified, it will print missing variable. And we're going to end the if statement, and that's the end of the program, because there's nothing else below that. So now we're going to do line minor, and with no argument, missing variable, duh. Oh well. So we're going to do line minor 5. Just go 5 blocks, please. So 4, 5. Excellent. Now we're going to do just go back. Ba, 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 ba. Excellent. Let's just fill in as much as we can here. Right, so what do we want to do? Go back 5. Okay. Now we're going to edit line minor. And what else can we put in here? Well, what if we want to make a nice long mine and we want to add torches here and there? Just to keep it lit up, keep it monster friendly. Well, we can do that by, while a is less than or equal to length, then we can add another statement here. We can say for I equals 1 to, let's say we want to add torches every 5 blocks, do, and then we can just tab these in to keep them organised. In fact, no, we want to have A outside of that thing. So, while A is less than length, do for I 1 to 5. Oh no, we do want that inside actually, don't we? And then we want to and so for I 1 to 5, so 5 iterations, it's going to go forward, dig up, add 1 to A. So this does mean though that no matter what value we put of A, it's only going to go to the nearest greater multiple of 5. So if we put A equals 3, it's going to go to 5 because A is less than or equal to the length, because it's 1, at the start, and then it does 5 things before it checks again. But that's okay because, you know, every 5 blocks, that's alright, that's fine. And if you want to put torches in, then likelihood is it's going to look nicest if you have the torches like at the end of the tunnel anyway. So here we go. So for I 1 to 5, 5 iterations, do turtle.dig, turtle.forward, dig up, da 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 da. And then, after we have dug forward 5 blocks, then what we want to do? We want to place a torch. So we're going to do turtle.place up, because at that point it's going to be sitting in the last empty double space and it's going to place the block upwards. But we don't want to place cobblestone, do we? So we want the turtle in the setup procedures, sorry, at the start, we want the turtle to select this block here. So in this slot in the inventory, so slot number 12, 13, we're going to place torches. So we're going to do turtle dot select 13. So when we start the program, it will move this reticule here down to number 13, block 13. So it's 1, 4, 5 to 8, 9 to 12, 13, 16. So 13, it's going to select that, and that means that when it gets down to a place command, it's going to take from slot 13. So here we go. That should be it. That should be our program. So now, if we do line minor 15, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, lovely. Ah, oh man, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that something to behold? Look at it go. No effort needed. No effort needed at all. Excellent. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to do turn right 2. And then we're going to get out of the way a bit so it gives us a bit of time. And then we're going to do go forward 15. Oh, run away. We don't want to stand in front of it. That could be awkward. So where's it going to end up? There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to go forward 5. Lovely. So, what's next then? Well, what if you want it to make a 2 high by 3 wide? So what we're going to make this into the main mine shaft in our big project. Well, what do we want it to do? We want it to mine the block in front, move into that block, mine the block above it, mine the block to the left, mine the block above that, turn round, mine that block, move down, mine the bottom block, turn left again. So, we want to put a new program. So we want to do edit, wide, miner. And for this, because we've got quite a series of steps to do as our sort of, every 5 blocks do this, then put torches, blah 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 blah, we're going to make it into a new program. So we're going to call it a local function, dig row. So we're going to dig out 1 row. And in that, we're going to do, so what do we want to do? We want to do turtle.dig, turtle.forward, turtle.dig up. So at the moment, it's created this first row here. So it's dug out this block and this block. And now it's sitting in the middle here, facing that way. So we want turtle.turn left, turtle.dig, turtle.up, which will move it up 1 space, so in the Y direction. Is it Z direction in this game? I don't know, I think it's Y direction still. Anyway, turtle.up, turtle.dig, turtle.turn right, and again, oh no, give me that, turtle.turn right, turtle.dig, turtle.down, turtle.dig, turtle.turn left. End. So that's dug 1 row for us. So we're going to run dig row. End. Oh, dig row. This is our program now. So what we're going to do is dig 1 row. So we're going to call it wide miner. Off you go. Up, dig in, turn right, dig, dig, turn left. Excellent. Dog 1 row. So if we go and we edit wide miner, then that's great. That's our function done. We know that function. So it knows how to dig 1 row. So now we want to do the same thing we did before. So argument equals dot dot. So we're going to set the argument variable to our argument. I'm going to do if arg not equal to nil, then, and we're going to do length as before. Length equals to number of our argument, and then we're going to set a equals 1, and then what? Then what do we do? While a less than or equal to length. Very repetitive, really, but it's good because it's learning its steps. So while a is less than or equal to length, do dig row. End. So that's it. It's going to do dig row. But I've made this mistake before. We want to do a equals a plus 1 as well. Otherwise it will go forever, because a will always be 1 and a will always be less than the length, or equal to the length. Okay, end. And then we have the other end of our first if statement, this tier here. So if else, oh dear, print missing variable. End. That's the end of the program. Save, exit. So now if we do wide miner 5, it will do 5 rows. So 1, evidence of past recording, 2, 2 rows. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 5. Oh man, lovely. Right, so now, because this is the main shaft, we can be pretty sure that 6, yeah, sure. Because it's the main shaft, we can be pretty sure that it's going to be a long one. So we're going to do, for the torches, instead of 5 blocks, we're going to do every 8 blocks instead. So, and another thing we're going to do differently is, instead of adding a whole sort of after 5, after 8 times, and then adding all the explanations needed to place the torch here and the torch here, what we're going to do is edit our dig row function. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of digging, and then another row when we dig out this block, dig out, dig out, dig out, dig out, and place torch. Dig out, and place torch. So, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do another function. So, we've got our local function dig row end. Then we're going to do local function dig row torch. So, what do we do here? Well, we want to do total dot dig blah blah blah, total dot forward total dot dig up. So I'm back, and here we go. We've got our other function. Oh, here we go. Where are we? There we are. So dig row torch. So we've got, it's going to dig the block in front, go forward, dig the block above that, turn left, dig, go up, dig. So right now it's done. Oh, go away. So right now it's dug, gone into that space, dug the block above, turned left, dug that block, gone up, dug that block, and then it's going to place. So it's going to place the torch. Then it's going to turn right round, so it's facing this block here. But instead of digging and placing a torch there, we want it to dig this block first. Otherwise, it'll place the torch on top of there, which will then just get destroyed by that. So, we've got it turning right down, and then go down, dig the bottom block, go up again, dig the top block, place the torch, go down, turn left. And then it's facing front, sitting right here. So it's a bit more time consuming than the original method, but it means that the torches will be placed and stay there. So, another thing we want to do is, at the beginning of this function, stop it. We want to have, we want it to select turtle.select 13, because that is where the torches are. So, we go down to our running, our actual program, our actual run. So while a is less than or equal to length, do for I equals 1 to 7, do. So there we go. Oh, no, we didn't do that there. And then we want to end that. So while a is less than or equal to length, so at the start of this tier, a is less than or equal to length. So I for 1 to 7, it's going to dig a row, a regular row without a torch, add 1 to a, end that. Then it's going to dig row torch, indeed, and then a equals a plus 1. So now it's going to do 7 rows, then a row with a torch, then repeat as long as at the start a is less than the length. So let's save and exit and then do wide minor. We'll demonstrate that it will go to 24 blocks because that's the nearest multiple of 8 above 20. So here we go. It's not going to do anything for the first 7. So this is going to be a good time to say what's going to happen next. Right, I've been Skipper. So that's the end of this episode. The next episode we'll be finishing up with this little guy here. We'll be putting more of them to work at once. Oh, it should be making a torch here. Maybe the next one. Is it going to make a torch here? Yes, damn straight. Lovely. There we go. So we're going to be putting more of these to work. We're going to have one of these making our main channel, and we're going to develop a program for the other two to make these side channels. We're going to make 20 long side channels, and then skip 3 blocks and make another one. Then skip 3 blocks and make another one. So yeah, I've been Skipper, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Of course, leave a like and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button if you want. See you next time. Bye.